What's up, guys? It's iBerserk here. Today I want to help you get better at drafting Ikoria Lair of Behemoths in 5 minutes or less. Can you believe it? Ikoria Lair of Behemoths is the 84th Magic the Gathering expansion, and it was originally released in April of 2020 for Magic the Gathering Online and Magic the Gathering Arena. For those of you who are really limited on your time, I'll give you a pro tip and send you on your way. Play red whenever possible and avoid green like the plague. Okay, why is that? Red is the best color in the format. Red has good commons that have good synergy with most of the things that red is trying to do. Green, on the other hand, is shallow, underpowered, and its commons are specific to certain archetypes. If that tip alone isn't worth a subscribe, I don't know what is. Alright, now let's talk gameplay mechanics. Returning to the series is limited draft fan favorite cycling, which allows the player to discard a card with a mana cost to draw a new card. So how do we optimize on this? Because cycling allows you to sift through your deck for more efficient cards, you're able to get away with playing less lands. For a deck with a lot of cycling in it, the optimal number of lands is between 11 and 13. More often than not, if you play more than 12, you're going to get flooded. One example of a card that takes good advantage of the cycling mechanic is Ominous Seas. This 2-cost enchantment can be put on the board early, and every time you cycle a card, you put a counter onto Ominous Seas. Remove 8 and the Kraken appears. One new mechanic to Ikoria is the Mutate mechanic. This works on non-human cards. When you play a card with Mutate on it, you may choose to put the played card on the top or the bottom of the non-human card. The creature is now the creature card on top, plus all of the abilities of the mutated creatures below it. While most commonly seen in the blue-green color archetype, the Mutate mechanic can exist across Magic colors. When playing Mutate, plan on picking up plenty of small, cheap, non-human cards for the larger mutated cards to play on. One prime example of the Mutate creature is Auspicious Starix. This 5-cost 6/6 creature is a perfect play on a cheap feeder card. This card has a Mutate ability that allows you to exile cards from the top of your library until you exile X permanents, where X is the number of times this creature has mutated. These permanent cards are put onto the battlefield this turn. Also new to this expansion are companions. Companions are awesome, and you're going to want to use them if they fit your deck's build. However, they often come with a condition that your starter deck must fulfill in order to play them. A companion is a card that can be played from outside your deck. Essentially, it's a free card that you can play. In Standard, you play a companion by keeping it in your sideboard, but in Limited, it's going to exist outside of your main deck. One companion that might tempt you during play is Gairuda, Doom of Depths. This legendary creature has a deck condition that only cards with even converted mana costs are allowed to be in it. When Gairuda enters the battlefield, each player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard. Put a creature card with an even converted mana cost from among those cards onto the battlefield under your control. Alright guys, I want to end this on color archetypes and deck building themes. Up first is Black and White Human. With this, you'll want to play lots of humans. You'll get wins based off of strategic play and cost mitigation. We also have Red and White Cycling. This is a lot of fun to play because you get to play through a lot of cards. Keep in mind that you can cycle off-color cards. And also, as I said before, keep your lands count low, otherwise you'll risk flooding. Green and Black is your returning Graveyard Reanimator archetype. Return from the grave is really strong with cycling mixed in. You can cycle the big cards early and get them back late. The red-blue archetype is dubbed Non-Creature Spells Matter. This plays off of several creature abilities that cause an effect when non-creature cards are played. The last major archetype is Blue-Green Mutate. Both green and blue uncommons are mutate creatures. Plus, you get a chance to play the new mechanic. Finally, we have the minor archetypes. Blue-Black is Flash, Green-Red is Trample, Red-Black is Menace, Green-White is Vigilance, and Blue-White is Flying. To everyone who's still watching the video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys learned something, and I wish you luck in the draft. Remember to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the game.